Welcome to Refuse to Lose. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm your host today. Today we're going to dig into the NFL and talk about this Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers game. Now, this is a rematch from earlier in the season when the Chargers beat the Chiefs in dramatic fashion when they went for it on a fourth down in the fourth quarter in their own territory, just like a burning clock out against the Chiefs, and they took over the division at that point. So this game is huge because the Chiefs are 9-4, the Chargers are 8-5, and whoever wins this game will be the number one person in the AFC West. So the Chiefs has been on the road lately. They have been on a winning streak, and they had took control of that division. It looked like they were going to run away with it. But now you look at the Chargers situation, they're looking at a situation where they're confident because they beat the Chiefs already this season in Kansas City. And now they're playing in SoFi. They're playing at home. They're going to be in a comfortable environment. And on top of that, going into this game, the Chargers could feel good about their quarterback. Because if you look at it so far for the season, Justin Herbert numbers look better than Patrick Mahomes. Throwing more passing. They throw just about the same amount of attempts. I think Patrick Mahomes threw two more than him, but he has more passing yards than Patrick Mahomes, more TDs than Patrick Mahomes, less interceptions than Patrick Mahomes, more completions than Patrick Mahomes. His completion percentage is higher than Patrick Mahomes, so they feel a little confident. And on top of that, Chris Jones is out. Chris Jones is not playing this game, so the Chargers will feel real confident, but so the Chiefs, because you remember last time they played, the Chiefs turned the ball over 4 times. They turned the ball over 4 times. The Chargers turned the ball over 0 times, and the Chargers won by 6 points. And they had to go for it on fourth down in their own territory late in the fourth quarter just to win that game. So if you ask me, the Chiefs feel confident about this game because they know if they would have had 3 turnovers, maybe they would have won. So and the Chiefs lately has been forcing a lot of turnovers. They forced 5 turnovers last week against the Raiders, and they've been taking care of the ball themselves in recent games. Patrick Mahomes against the Raiders recently, he been, spreading the ball around versus being Tyreek and Travis Kelce heavy, so he's been spreading the ball around lately, which is good. And the defense has been stepping up. Only thing about that defense, like I said, Chris Jones is out. That would be a difference maker because Chris Jones has been playing like one of the best D tackles in the league right now. Probably the second best behind Aaron Donald. So I'm going to roll with the Chiefs. Like I said, I don't think the Chiefs are going to lose another game for the rest of the season. They're going to sweep the rest of this division, like I said earlier, and they're going to win this game. They're going to beat the Chargers. And Justin Herbert might play. I'll play Patrick Mahomes. We will see, but I know the Chiefs offensively has been smart, has been better. They're not really looking at Patrick Mahomes stats when they get to the goal line. When they get to the goal line, basically, they're not looking to pass. They're looking to run the ball, right? And that's what they did last week. So I'm gonna roll with the Chiefs to win this game. Because you look at it, you got to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes to disrupt them. And if you do, he still has the ability to pick you apart. But this season, when he doesn't be pressure, when he doesn't get pressure, he plays good. And the Chargers, I think they're like 29th in sacks and 15th in QB hits. And the Chiefs are 7th in sacks allowed. So it looks like that the Chiefs will have a lot of time in the pocket. So I think the key thing about this game is going to be the Chargers rushing attack because the Chiefs, they're not a good rushing team. Their rush defense is not that good. So if they can get Eckler going, I know last week he only had 12 rushes, but he had like 67 yards. He averaged about 5.5 yards per carry, but he only ran the ball 12 times. So I think that'll be the key element of this game for the Chargers to win is to get the running game going and everything like that. The Chiefs doesn't really need a running game going. They will hit you with some key plays from the running game, but they don't actually need that going to win this game. But the Chargers, I think they do. So because the Chiefs has been better in the air in recent games. And points allowed. You know, they've been keeping people out the end zone. So I'm going to roll with the Chiefs to win this game, to continue their winning streak, and continue to have a stronghold in this division. They'll have a 2-game lead over the Chargers and a split game with the Chargers. All right. So, and don't forget the Chargers, they lost to the Chiefs. Sorry, they know the Chiefs. They lost to the Broncos. So they have a division loss. So they lose to the Chiefs. That would be their second division L. All right. So just keep that in mind. And that's what I have for you guys today. And guess what? I'll see you at the next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you like what you heard today, please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification button so you can be notified whenever we come out with a new video. And last but not least, if you know someone that might like this video, make sure you share it with them so they can also be a part of this movement. And we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.